What is up, you guys? Welcome back to AfterBuzz TV's reality channel. We are talking Kardashians, of course, and we are back and ready to give you the best show we got. Kim Kardashian West comes face-to-face with her idol Cher, and Kourtney Kardashian lobbies in D.C. Lots to talk about, so stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Believe in love after love.
Hit it, Rachel.
I love Cher.
Yes.
Who doesn't love Cher?
Everyone does. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to AfterBuzz TV. We are so excited to be here recapping Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Keeping up with them is pretty much a full-time job. But before we get into tonight's episode, I wanted to tell you guys, for the longest time, whenever I was younger, I thought that this song was sang by a man. I didn't understand who Cher was at the time. She has a very deep voice, and I just thought this guy was just going to town on this song.
Yeah, come to find out, it's, you know,
It's a woman.
a living legend.
I know.
Literal living legend.
Which is Kim's legend and her idol, and
Yes.
which was so cool to kind of see them come face to face. But we're going to be recapping today's episode titled Vegas Baby, season 15, episode 14. And then afterwards on a separate stream, we're going to be covering episode 15 titled Stacking the Deck. But first, let's get into episode 14. There was a lot of fun stuff that happened. But before we start, introduce yourselves.
Yes, I'm Rachel Robillard. Love being here.
Yay. Hey, everybody, it's Howard III.
And I am Dakota T. Jones. And let's jump right on in. We don't save any time at all. We're just going to go straight for the drama.
Let's do it.
So Tristan Thompson blocks Kim, and I'm not really sure why Kim is so surprised that this happened, because it's like you unfollowed him and you're making a big deal about everything, which it was a big deal. But of course, like if you're gonna unfollow someone and someone sees you unfollow them, the way to like recant or like the rebuttal is usually to block.
Right.
So it's like, I guess like I'm totally on Kim's side, but I guess I'm a little bit confused as to why she was just so like, I can't believe he did this. Like I mean.
I get it. I mean, I get where she's coming from. I don't think that was really inappropriate. Also, two wrongs don't make a right.
Right.
So it's like, why would he block her when she unfollowed? Like, he could have just unfollowed as well.
Right.
I feel like blocking on social media is such a low. Like, that's something like, it doesn't need to happen. I just don't think it's necessary.
Definitely. I was kind of just like, Tristan, like, you don't even have the right to block somebody.
Like she should be blocking Tristan.
Exactly.
Kim didn't do anything wrong, so why is Tristan blocking her?
No, I
just
get
was
that.
like, why?
It's just crazy.
It's so weird though, because there's someone in my life that I wish I could have blocked from about like a month ago or so. But I was like, you know what? Like, if they're the ones that are in the wrong and you're living your best life and you're like, you know what? If you want to see what I've got going on in my life and you want to see, go for it. Like, I just feel like when you block someone, you're like closing it off, and it's almost like you're the immature one who's like, I don't want you to see what I've got going on, or it's like, I don't care. Like, if something happens in the past, like, you can check me out if you want. Like, go for it.
It's just petty.
It's petty. It's very, very petty.
Very petty.
But Kim was not invited to Taco Tuesday because of all the drama that was going on with Tristan. And I guess I get it, but at the same time, Kim was really one of the only ones who really was making it a big deal. And for me, it was a big deal. And I thought that everyone else was like, oh, Tristan's a man. We're going to kind of brush it under the rug and we're going to forgive him and move on together. And I'm glad that they're staying together as like a family. And if Tristan really will change, then great. And I think that's amazing that they're going to stick together and work through their problems. But at the same time, I'm like, I really see where Kim is coming from. And I think that she really, even though she's like being kind of petty about it, she's really the only one who's really taking the problem for what it is, I feel like, and really like giving it the amount of attention that it deserves. And I feel like everyone else is just kind of sweeping it under the rug. What are your thoughts?
Definitely, I agree. And Kim is the one who's just like up there with the flag, like, let him go wherever he wants to go. And everybody else is just like, well, you know, it's Tristan. So she needs to do that. I feel like Kim is right in this instance. Like, no, what he did was wrong. Like, put him in the doghouse, like we had said in the past. Like, he needs to stay in there for a while and really think about, you know, what he did to this family. And everybody else is just like, no, he's all right. No.
I don't get it. I really don't. But Kim is sent into the theater room to make up with Tristan. And I hated that she had to be the one to make the first step. I feel like he should have came to her to talk to her.
Tristan should be kissing everyone's toes.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, he when he was just like positioned, like just chilling, it's just like, Ah,
I don't like
What
it.
happened exactly? And I was just like, why don't you just let Courtney go in there? It was so funny though. Courtney was like, give me the earpiece. I want to listen to everything that says.
I mean, Chloe.
Oh, so,
Yeah,
yes,
Chloe.
Chloe. Sorry,
That was so funny.
that
was
was
so good.
funny,
And it
to
was
me.
so raw. So it was like, okay, like this is what's really happening. Like I want to hear asking producers to, because I feel like there's that, they broke that third wall. We never
Yeah.
really see producers. It's usually just the girls, and the fact that it's like, wait, I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's real drama. It's real situations happening.
Yes, definitely. I just thought it was so awkward though, like the way Kim was speaking to Tristan. I was like, why bring up
Pickleball.
pickleball? I said of all the things.
Lighthearted.
Hey,
Exactly.
do you know
But,
what pickleball is? Like, what?
Like
Yeah.
you walked down the hallway, just ask him what pickleball was. Like
love
you
it.
didn't nothing else.
Was not expecting that conversation to go
No.
like that. I was expecting like, all right, she's gonna, pretty much say what happened off camera,
Exactly.
bring it on camera, because they met, like, I don't know, time relation, but the whole family met with Tristan
Right.
to talk it all through. So I thought they were gonna bring some of those conversations into the picture in front of the camera,
Right.
but no, they decided to talk about pickleball instead.
And I was like, okay, this is the content that we've been waiting for.
I know. I'm like, ah, ha, 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 ha.
I know it. I know. But we do get some inside information about how Kim used to be more of a party girl than we really thought, which we'll get into a little bit in the next recap because we have a video for that. But kind of going along with that, Kim was ready for her night out without the kids to go to the Cher concert in Vegas. She invited a lot of the friends that were at her high school reunion.
Yeah.
And so they
And
all
one of them
decided
being
to go.
Simone. Do y'all
They're still
remember
friends.
Simone? Simone was the blonde hair girl, and she was the one that was with Kim for the Paris robbery.
Oh, really?
She was the friend that was there.
Ooh,
And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I didn't think they were going to make a side bit on that, but I definitely remember seeing her face and being like,
Yes.
wait, she was there
Whoa. I
for
remember
the
her.
entire thing.
Yeah.
That's so scary. Was she
Yeah,
the one that
Simone
was like
was the-
hiding in another room?
Yeah. Was she hiding, or was she with out with Kendall and Courtney at the time? Or
I
no,
feel
I
like
think she
I think
was
she was
hiding in the
hiding,
room. I think
yeah.
she was there. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But I mean, what is she supposed to do? I mean, she is like a scared woman as well, like like under attack, and she's probably. I mean, like I could see how Kim would be like, well, why didn't you come in and save me? But what was she really gonna do? She had to hide, and she had to like. Was she the one that called 911, or did she call security? Or I don't even remember.
I can't remember because it's a little blurry. I thought they found her too, and they put her in the bathroom as well.
I didn't.
But
I think she was.
no?
I think she hid successfully the whole time, is what I thought.
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't know.
recall.
I know
We'll
it
have
was
to
a
look
while.
into that again. It's been a long time since that's happened. And we're going to be kind of talking about that next episode because there was some
Yeah,
stuff
they're
that
in
went on in
Paris.
Paris, which was interesting. But yeah, Kim was drinking all night long at the Cher concert. They had the best time. And she actually had a bracelet that used to belong to Cher that she wore.
Yes.
Which is kind of interesting, and I thought it was very flattering. But at the same time, I was like, what would you do if you walk in a room and one of the most famous women in the world is dressed as you with one of your past pieces of jewelry on?
Right?
Like, it's a little
Exactly.
out of this world.
It's so flattering. And
is.
that's
I
what
think so,
Kim was
too.
like, I hope she likes it. I hope she notices it. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, we wear like whatever, and people are like, oh, I'm mocking an outfit you wore. I would have been like, when did I wear that? But
Yeah.
I guess since Cher is such a legend, she probably has like, her all outfits.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
It's really cool that she did that.
Yeah, I loved it. I was like, oh, like I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I thought it was
shows that
sweet.
Kim was like an actual
Yeah.
fan. She was there just to
She
be
was
with her homegirls.
fangirling.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was like, I'm here with my fans. I'm not Kim Kardashian. I'm just Kim from high school, like with
Yeah.
my fans.
Yeah.
Loving Cher.
It was really, I loved it. I thought it was kind of like cool to see Kim be the one to like geek out.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And Mom's Night Out, I'm so glad that they did that and just had a great time. I think it's so great for moms to get out there and have a good time and be with their friends. So I love how they did that. And they only did it they didn't even sleep in Vegas. They went back on the PJ, the private jet,
Oh, yeah.
that
Oh,
night.
yeah,
So it
that
was
was
like it was a
crazy.
really quick trip to Vegas for them.
That's so. I would have stayed. I love. I love going somewhere else and
Exactly.
staying for at least a night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought they were gonna do that. Like, who does
Right?
that? I mean, well, Kim
Like so
does.
short and sweet.
Exactly. Left in the morning, back in the same morning time ish.
Right.
1 o'clock. That's crazy.
I love it. Well, I do want to tell y'all some really cool things that AfterBuzz has for us. So like we love that y'all are tuning in to Keeping Up with the Kardashian after show, but we have so many after shows here on AfterBuzz TV. Our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about pesky notifications, don't be. They're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel and check out our other YouTube channels as well. Let us know you do so in the comments, and we'll thank you. Thank you for everything, being the best fans and helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
Yes, we truly appreciate you guys.
Love you guys.
We always come through, and we're so excited that we get to put on this show for you guys every week.
Yeah, it's so fun.
And so another part of this episode that we really enjoyed was EWG staff works with Kourtney to basically go to lobby in DC. They're a company that is like an app where you can scan products on your phone, and it gives you a rating of like if the product's harmful, if like what kind of chemicals it has in, because apparently there's a lot of stuff that we're being sold as consumers that we
Yes.
don't fully know what's in there, which is terrifying because you think, oh, this is a great oil for your hair, it like, you know, softens your hair, but then it's got something in it that can cause hair loss in 20 years. Like you never really know. There's just harmful chemicals and everything. And so this app basically kind of shows you what's healthy and what's not, what's natural, what's not. And Kourtney's been using it for a few years allegedly, and she wants to work with them to kind of get this bill passed to where, you know, these places have to stop putting these harmful chemicals in it because
Right.
it shouldn't be our job as a consumer to know which one's harmful and which one's not. They should just be putting out quality content that's not going to hurt anyone.
Right.
It seems basic, you know, it seems like, especially for like
Right.
products for children too, like, you know, they were saying that a lot of children are born with like so many, like already exposed to so many bad chemicals that were, you know, ingested or used by their parents, which is insane to think about. But you know, Kourtney has this fear of public speaking, and she tries to get out of it, of course. And are we really surprised?
My publicist thinks it's not a good idea. She said no. I'm like, I love that. That's so
know.
funny.
Classic Kourtney. And I mean, I'm surprised she really went through with it because she kind of has a habit of kind of backing out on things last minute. But she doesn't tell her sisters, and she does it. And she
Right.
goes, she stands up for what she believes in, and apparently she kills it. And what did you guys think of her stance and her going out there to Capitol Hill?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I love Kourtney doing things that she's passionate about because I feel like sometimes she's just been traveling so much, and she's with Eunice at this time and doing a lot of traveling with Eunice and whatnot, and just being a mom. And it's so great that she was able to go to Capitol Hill and do something she's extremely passionate about. And so it's interesting. It's like so many of the Kardashian girls now are going to the White House, going to Capitol Hill, like making some very influential stances.
Yeah.
And it's just not, they're more than just reality stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just was like really proud of her. I'm like, wow, go ahead, Kourtney. Like, who would have known she found her little niche, her little
Right?
thing to be like worked up about? Like, she can, this is right up her alley, so she can do whatever she wants to with this. I think she should really even invest in the company, maybe even become like a little business partner.
Brand ambassador.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, because this is right up her alley and all the
Yeah.
things she wants to do: eat clean, you know, be healthy.
Right.
So this is perfect.
Yeah, and it really is crazy because like she, I don't think knew how much pressure was put on her. She was like the last push and the
Yes.
deciding factor, and then she is not a public speaker, so she kind of just sits there. And I'm just glad it went well. And I'm not really sure what the deal is with that bill. If it passed, if it didn't, what's going on with it? I know it takes a while, and things. A bill can sit on Capitol Hill for quite some time.
I'm
And then-
just a bill sitting
No,
here on
I
Capitol Hill.
something like that. You know the jingle, we don't. But I love this episode all in all. I think it was fun. It kind of showed a lot of different sides. There was drama, there was like something good and something pure, you know, what Kourtney was doing. And in the end, I'm happy that, you know, Kim and Tristan were able to kind of make up. I hope it stays like that, and I hope that Tristan stays clean and really just gives his all to his child and to Khloe, because they deserve it, and they deserve someone who's going to be attentive and there for them 110% and loyal.
For sure.
Right.
But any last thoughts on the episode?
Yeah, I just I'm happy that Tristan and her are trying to make things work. Chloe still loves him, and I think that's great. It's just like that just better not be happening again.
Yeah.
That better not be happening again.
I hope it doesn't, but you know, the streets are talking.
Ooh.
randomly, I was watching one of our sister channels here. Well, we have a show here at AfterBuzz TV called Reality Roast with Jesse and Ashley.
Ooh.
And they had a girl on there who's now going to be on X on the Beach. Yes, and she came and spilled tea and said that Tristan was just with two of her homegirls a few months ago.
Did this break press? I feel like it has to be.
Release for it, but this
they
just came in here Monday last week. I can't remember the girl's name. So Reality Roast right here on AfterBuzz TV.
Was it a menage a trio?
No, she said she wasn't actually involved, but she was at the house with Tristan.
Oh, Tristan.
And Tristan was with two women?
Chloe. Yeah, two of her friends.
Oh my God.
It was the same incident where they were at the club. Yeah, so
Messy.
you can watch that interview on our channel here, AfterBuzz TV. I'm sorry, Chloe.
That's breaking news, though. Oh my God.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Yeah,
That's
sorry, girl.
insane.
I didn't want to. So yeah, and then she goes a little bit more into it and says how. I'm sorry, Chloe. So she says how he said, "I have to go back to pretending." This is what she is alleging. It's all alleged, but this is what she. We have to be done because I have to go back to pretending. On Reality Roast on AfterBuzz TV. So this is all alleged. This is what she's saying. She's also going to be a reality star on X on the Beach, so we have to take that into consideration. But
she might just be looking
she said
for
her and her two friends, they were all over there. And I don't know if it's the Calabasas house or if he got a, room. But she said they were at the house.
At Chloe's house?
Yeah. So, and I wouldn't be surprised because he already said in the press a while ago how he didn't mind that the press were there, like paparazzi. He knew they were there.
Scumbag.
So,
all right, I'm over this.
Sorry, girl. Sorry, girl.
Way to bring us down, Howard. I'm over
trying
here.
to root for him, but I'm looking out for Chloe first and
I'm
foremost.
trying to have a happy attitude today, and we're
Yes.
trying to make this after show, and I don't need your drama.
Yeah. Well,
No.
I'm looking out for Chloe first. Whatever
No.
you
Yeah.
want to do is on you, but you should know.
And what an
It's on right
exclusive,
here.
though. Like, who knew? I thought
Yes.
everything was in the past and behind, and we were moving
No,
forward.
she said it just happened a few months this year.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Oh.
What I
Hopefully-
do like is that Tristan is on camera because he has the opportunity to say no, like to not be on camera. You know how Kanye wasn't on for the longest time,
Yeah.
and Travis Scott isn't on, and so it's like he's there and he's owning up to it. Well, I don't know if he hasn't owned up on camera, but they've had their talks, and I'm just
over
glad
it.
that we're able to see him.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm over it. Oh, that
sorry,
makes me so
girl.
mad. But you know what, you guys? Let's take all that energy and put it into something positive. So you're going to jump right on over to our next recap for
Yes.
episode 15, titled Stacking the Deck, where, this amazing poker tournament went on. It was so funny. Kim goes back to Paris. We've got a lot to talk about. So make sure to jump over to that after show right now. But in the meantime, where can everyone find you on social media?
Thank y'all for tuning in. My name is Rachel Robillard, and y'all can find me on Instagram at Rach_Robillard.
And hello, everybody. I'm Howard III. You can find me on all social media platforms at Howard III. And of course, my website, howardthird.com.
And you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones. Tomorrow evening, I have a comedy sketch coming out on my channel that I wrote, directed, edited, starred in, everything. So make sure to check that out. It was so much fun, and I played a needy older lady neighbor. It was fun. I had a wig and everything. But guys, make sure to jump right on over to our other after show, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Yeah.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.